Good evening from the Griffith household. Hey, I want to put something out there. A lot of us every year we get to the point where we know, hey, I need to lose weight, I need to exercise more, I need to have a lifestyle change, I need to make things different from what they've been because I'm uncomfortable, unhealthy, and I'm just not where I want to be. If this is you, I want to offer you an opportunity. My name is Corey Griffith. My wife and I are health coaches. We work for a program I should work for. We have both been on the program. And as coaches, we have coached people in this program called Optavia. Now, I woke up last year in January and I was the heaviest I've ever been in my life. I was over 250 pounds. I was absolutely miserable and just not where I wanted to be. And if you've looked at the cover photo on this, you see what my wife and I looked like prior to what we look like now. I've lost 71 pounds over the past 7 months. Actually, it's been closer to 8 months now. But I have worked very hard to change my lifestyle, to do things to make me feel better, to do things to make me healthier. I have a why, a reason for doing this. And the first thing is that I have young children at home. I say young. The youngest one starts at 11, and the oldest one that I have at home currently is 15. But more than that, I have older children. My wife and I didn't learn with the first set, and so we started over again. And out of those other three children that we have, I have 12 grandchildren and three great grandchildren. And I want to be around to see them grow. I want to, when we're together, I want to go and play with them. I want to feel like doing things. This summer, my wife and I went to a theme park with our kids. We rode roller coasters. We wore our children and our grandchildren out. They left the park before we did. So maybe you're at the point now where you're at a point where you just had enough and you've got to do something. Brother, sister, I'm right where you're at. I was right there. I feel better. I am much lighter than I used to be. I look in the mirror sometimes now and I go, who is that guy? Because I am so much lighter. I am so much healthier. Couple of things we're going to talk about. If you want to know more about this program, I want you to contact me. I want you to put that in the comments. Let me know. I will get back with you because I want to offer you the same hope that I got offered starting in May of this year. My wife had been doing this longer than I have. She started way back last year in July, back in 2023. She lost like 60 pounds. And then she started again with me when I started again the very 1st of June, last part of May. And together we have lost another human being. We've lost right around 145, 146 pounds together. And I'll tell you, it feels great. She feels better. I feel better. You may say to me, well, what about gout? What about if you have gout or something like that? Can you still lose weight? Yes, you can. Why? I have gout and I lost it. You know, I haven't had a gout problem in the past 5 or 6 months. I feel great. Now, I'm still taking my medicine, the chelates that pull the stuff out of my bloodstream so that I stay healthy and I don't have those pains, but I haven't had any issues. You say, well, what about if I'm on diabetic drugs and that keeps me from it? Can I still lose weight? Yes, you can. How do I know that? Because at 250 pounds, my doctor wanted to put me on type 2 diabetic medication. My A1Cs were way up over in the sevens. Guess what? They're not anymore. My A1Cs are down to where they ought to be. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't genetic conditions or other things out there that can't be impacted by things that you have no control over. I get that. But for the majority of us, losing weight is the very thing we need for our bodies to work right. Most of us have insulin resistance, not a lack of insulin. That was my problem. And so my A1Cs are down. My gout problems that I had in the past, I haven't had an issue with since then. What about high blood pressure? Do I still, or can I get past this? Yeah, you can. I had high blood pressure. Guess what? I don't have high blood pressure anymore. Well, what about if I have sleep apnea and I can't sleep well? I haven't snored in a couple of months, and using my CPAP was interrupting my sleep, and so I don't use my CPAP anymore. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be your answer. That's my disclaimer here. I'm not saying that this is the magical answer to it. You want to lose some weight, though. You want to get healthy. You want to change your lifestyle. You have the potential to be able to get off some of those drugs, or maybe to lighten the load so you don't have to take as much. I got answers for you. Now, there's a disclaimer on that photo if you look close. The disclaimer says that Optavia does not guarantee weight loss results. In fact, the typical weight loss is somewhere around 12 pounds over 12 months. So I will tell you, I'm not the typical guy. Why? Because I have stuck to the program. One last disclaimer before we go. If you want to do this as a magic pill and you think it's going to answer all your issues and you're suddenly going to be the weight you want to be, keep scrolling. Don't contact me, because if you're not dedicated to this, if you're not willing to go all out to do this the way that it needs to be done, you won't be successful. If you're at the end of your rope, though, and you've tied a knot and you're hanging on and you are looking for something that you're willing to put discipline and time and effort into, I will be more than willing to help you. Is there some financial? Yeah, there's going to be a cost involved, but everything that you do, whether it is investing so that you can increase the number of dollars in your account, or whatever it is that you do, requires time and effort. And in some cases, in this one for me, it involved money too. I'm not going to lie to you, not going to sugarcoat it, but I will tell you this. Here is what you saw in the announcement for this. If you read the little banner for it, I hope that you're not like millions of other people out there who make a New Year's resolution, but by the second Friday after New Year's, did you know that that's actually called National Quitters Day, by the way? It's called Quitters Day for a reason, because by the second week in January, by the second week after January 1st, people are already letting their resolutions go. If you're a quitter, if you're not dedicated, if you're not willing to put in the work, if you're not sincere about this for yourself, then don't let me know, because I can't help you unless you want to help yourself bad enough. I want to help you. I'll be there. I'll walk you through the way. I will coach you. I will help you to do whatever it takes. But you got to want it, and you got to work at it. So with that, I'm going to let you go, because I want you to think about this. Don't do anything until after New Year's Day. Why? Because then you're starting a fresh new year. I know everybody's going to make excuses. They're not going to start anything until January 1st. I started mine back in May because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, I may have answers for you. I can help you if you're willing to put in the time, the effort, and potentially the cost. It's going to be a cost. Let me know. You have my contact. Either if you're on YouTube, send me a comment. I get it in my email. If you're on Facebook and you're seeing this, comment. I will look at it. I will contact you. All right. With that, I'm going to let you go. Good luck on your resolution, and I hope you find the answers you're looking for.